Okay, today you're going to create a blog for a religion. So the first thing you need to do is open up Internet Explorer. I'm going to use Firefox, but I think you have Explorer on your netbooks, but same idea. Come up here and you are going to type in www.glogster.com. Glogster is Glogster.com. When you get here, you get the Glogster homepage. You got to be sure you go to EDU. We need the education version. That's where your names and passwords have been imported. So click on this little button that says EDU, and you are a student. So click I am a student. Come over here because I've registered everybody in the 8th grade. So where it says already registered, that's where you're going to put in your username and password. These are the same username and passwords as you use to get onto the network here at school. So it's, your last name, your first initial, your middle initial, and 17, and then your password. So I have a test account which I'm going to use, and just click login. So once Glogster opens up, you will see your dashboard, and here is where the blogs you create will appear, your classes, your teachers, your projects, and that's really all we're concerned about right now. The first thing you want to do for this class is to just click on projects. Once projects opens up, this is the project that you are going to be using today for geography. This don't know much about. So you click on don't know much about, and here are your directions. Your assignment is, so you don't know much about Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, Islam, or Christianity. You choose a religion, research it, and create a blog. Your blog should include information about the history, the leaders, the ceremonies and holidays or traditions, the demographics, who practices it and where, the major beliefs, and any major beliefs. Include relevant video of ceremonies or holidays and images of symbols, leaders, or followers of the faith. Facts are important, but also be creative. That's what a blog is all about. You can begin your research at this website. It's a great website for your age that gives information about religions. Or you can also use Destiny. So you just click on ccslibrary.org, go to the Destiny catalog, put in your search term. You can check out any books, and you can also look at the websites tab, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So let's just take a look at the blog, just a sample blog. And here's the sample. It's opening. And I just made this really quickly, so it's not that creative. I expect y'all to do much more than I did here. But you would put your name of your religion up here, an image, if you can find, of any leader or key leaders of your religion. Down here, you can type in who the key leaders are, and then any information about them. Here's where you would put any information about sacred texts, sacred spaces and places, rituals, services, ceremonies, symbols, holidays, and or celebrations. And then maybe you can find a video, either of a church service, of one of their holiday traditions. If you can find a video, you can put that in your blog as well, and then just describe it down here. Over here I made a place for the basic belief system of the religion, and also a description or video of an image that's important to the religion. Up here at the top, you can type in any historical information and demographics. That means, who practices the religion and where is it practiced. So you can just place arrows to the countries or continents where it's practiced, and then up here write about who practices it and where it is practiced. Okay, so let's get out of that. We'll go back to the dashboard, and now you're ready to create the blog. So go back to projects and click back on don't know much about, and you want to create blog for this project. So you click here, and the same blog opens up, but now it's editable, and you can use this as a model, but you can move all these things around. Make it make sense. Obviously the name of your religion needs to be near the top somewhere, but make it make sense. But as long as these things are included, you can change it to whatever you'd like to change it to. So if you just want to use this as a basic template, you would just double click inside, and let's just say we need to change this. So say I decided to do Christianity, and I just click outside of it, and there it is. Now you can change your fonts to whatever you like. You have to be sure your text is highlighted, so I can change the font, you could change the color, you know, all of that just like you would in a Word document or something. If you wanted to link it to a web page, you could add a hyperlink right here, just the URL address you'd put in here, and then just close this, and there it is. Now this background, all of this can be changed. This is a background paper. Go up to Tools, to Text, and here are all these different papers you can pick. So let's say I wanted it to look like, I don't know, I'm just going to pick anything. Maybe I want to make it look completely different. I'm going to use this instead. So it popped it down here. I can bring it up. You can get rid of this one and behind it. Just delete it. Hit your delete key. And I can type my text in here. Let's say I'm going to do Hinduism, and I want it to be in a different font, and I want it to be purple. Okay, so you can do anything like that. Here, just delete this picture, put in an image that you want. Go up to Tools, go to Image. Now, the easiest way is to upload an image. So you'd click on Upload, and you would what you would have done first is in another tab, you know, search for images in Google or whatever image search engine you want to use. And let's say I want this one. And since we're not going to display these publicly, I'm not going to worry too much about the copyright since we're not going to reproduce it or, you know, sell it or do anything like that. But so let's say I want this image of a god. Just double click on it. Here's old Vishnu. And just right click, save image as. And if y'all are using the netbooks, I would save everything on your thumb drive. So you'd click down here, you'd find your thumb drive and save it. Give it a name that you understand and save it. Then when you would go back to your Glog, you would just go to upload your image. Again, you would find your thumb drive, you'd open the image, and it would show up right here and click use it. So all of this stuff can be changed. I think y'all are pretty adept at editing information. Same thing's true with video. You just go to the tools, you want to insert a video, you click on video. You can try to just put in the link and see if that works. I had trouble with that some, but it might work for you. Or you can just save the video on your thumb drive and upload it just like you did with your graphics. And we can work on that one-on-one if we have trouble. But that's just a basic overview. Change it to whatever you want to change it and click Save. You can always preview it first and then click Save. And once you do so, then you just close out. I don't want to save this one, so I'm just going to exit. And then your project should show up. You'll have another tab over here, and it'll show your actual project. Your teacher has a screen similar to this, and she'll be able to see everything that you've done and how long you've worked and things like that from her screen. Once you're finished with all of that, just be sure you log out. Just come up here, click Log Out. One other thing I wanted to show you is to find information from the Christchurch Library without having to actually come to the library. Just come up here and type in www.ccslibrary.org. Once the page opens, click on Destiny Catalog, Middle School. The catalog's right here, Catalog tab. And let's say you're doing Hinduism. Keyword search. Here are all the books that we have on Hinduism. Then you can also click the Websites tab. And here are all reviewed websites that you could use for research. So that's easier than a Google search. You get 187 versus if I typed in Hinduism in Google, it would probably be at least 1,087 or more. And these, you know, are reviewed by librarians or other teachers, and you can see the age range. So that's a great way to find good, relevant information instead of spending your time weeding through wikis and maybe information that's not reliable. So then you can just click on the website from here, and here you have your information. So start with your research. Start with the uri.org/kids, and also check out Destiny, get good facts, and then just have fun with Glogster and create a really dynamic online poster board to share with your class.